Welcome back to Magic Garage. I have a mic now, so hopefully that makes the audio a little better than it was in the last video. Today, we're gonna start getting into the Suzuki. Now, yesterday we did a nice cleanup, washed it down, sprayed out a bunch of stuff. There's still a lot to do in order to get it looking a little better, but we don't care about looks as much right now as we care about seeing if it'll run, seeing if it'll drive. Biggest thing I want to know is this engine okay? If it's not, then it's really not worth it to invest in a bunch of money in order to get it all fixed up, just because there's much rarer bikes you can get that are worth putting the money into. Not saying this isn't a good bike, but I got it for 50 bucks. It's been sitting for 22 years. There's a lot of work that's got to go into it in order to get it pristine. But let's look at the engine. To get to the engine, we're going to have to take off the majority of this fairing. Then we're going to be able to pull the spark plugs and see what the condition of the spark plugs are. If they're all rusty, then probably got water in the cylinders, and the chances are that it's not going to be great. I don't have a camera to look down into the cylinders, but hopefully the spark plugs tell us all we need to know. And then if the engine's good, we can start moving on to, fuel tank, carburetors, ignition, brake that doesn't exist, clutch that may exist. It might exist. Throttle cable's stuck. But first, let's see what kind of condition the engine's in. Let's go. Now it looks like this fairing right here, which I gotta get to the engine underneath it, is just being held in by, nuts and some bolts, which those don't have any sort of head on them. These screws down here have heads on them. I'm just surprised how solid this thing is, It's not just some rickety old fairing that somebody put on. Is it a 12? It's an 11. Maybe it's one of the Metrec sizes. No, it's an 11 for sure. But watch me not have an 11 in here. Let's try 7/16. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, we got lucky. 7/16 Thork. I was expecting it to be metric because it's one of them Japanese companies. If this is a kit for the fairing, I'm very impressed with it so far. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. It's got washers. I mean, this isn't just some hack job fairing. Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere now. Okay, looks like we might be out of luck. Looks like I'm scratching up my knuckles to get back there. Well, that washer's gone forever. Well, at least we're gonna be able to get this middle portion in. All right. Well, that's gone forever. Well, there's one side of the engine. Got 2 cylinders sitting there. Why don't you come over and have a look? Well, here we are. We can see the exposed side of the liquid-cooled engine. Here's where our spark plugs are gonna be. I'm gonna get an airline in there and clear out all that gunk, because we don't need all sorts of foreign material falling down inside of the cylinder when we pop that spark plug out, which is gonna come out very easily. I don't know how well you can hear me. Would it be beneficial to probably take off the fuel tank in order to get to that easier? Yeah, probably. Oh, no way. Looky here. We got a VIN. Well, how about that? Got a VIN. I guess I'll get started trying to take the fuel tank off so I can much easier get to that. We are now attempting to take the fuel tank out, which if we take the fuel tank out, we probably have to take off some lines, which we're gonna find out whether there's water or extremely bad gas in here. Let's see how easily the seat comes off. Looks like it does not come off very easily, but Oh man, there's a lock right here for the seat, and that only way to get the seat off is to open up that lock. And guess who doesn't have a key? This guy. They obviously made it thief-proof. Okay, well, got that off. How are we gonna get in here? We could try screwdriver method, or we could try taking it off and seeing if we can kind of finesse it. I say we try the screwdriver method first. I might need a smaller one. Let's try a smaller one. I should have bought a lock picking tool when I got this bike. I should have known some stuff like this was gonna happen. Oh, I think we got a little bit of movement. Let's try taking off these two bolts here, and let's see what kind of locking mechanism there is. And if we can maybe just cut it off. I got my arsenal of precision Allen heads. That's a lot bigger than I remember it being. This should be evidence to how hard I'm struggling with this lock, that I'm not a thief. I don't steal stuff. I have a whole lot of lock picking experience, which I suppose is a good thing. Okay, so now this just probably turns, when I unlock it, it probably just pulls that down. So why couldn't I just, like, in theory, just pry this down myself? Potentially risk breaking the lock. Hello. My name is Genius. Now, as I previously stated, my friends like refer to me as a genius. Pretty simple mechanism here. So let's just put these back where they belong so we don't lose them. So now we got the seat off, we can start working on potentially getting the gas tank off. That's what our next goal is, and these also look like, I'm sure that battery's still good. Still got some juice in it. Yeah, we'd probably just jump start and it'll be totally fine. I'm kidding, that won't work. Let's try 7/16. Too big, probably, this is probably the 12 millimeter we were talking about earlier. Maybe it's a 10 mil. Oh, it is a 10 mil. I'm a genius. I just need to step down. It's always that lefty-loosey, that's the one that's gonna get you every time. I will say the complexity of these body panels and how everything fits together is very simplistic. I'm used to working on the Ducati and, you know, that's as complicated as it comes. I mean, and just like that, the fuel tank wants to come out. All right, you come over here and look. I don't want to spoil anything for you. I just don't want to sit over here talking to myself and you don't know what's going on. All right, we got the fuel tank lifted off now. I'm not gonna completely take the fuel tank off because I don't want to be spilling bad fuel everywhere, and that can come later when you think about starting it. But let me spray off. I've let these sit with some PV Blaster, and I'm hoping that'll help them come off. I'm hoping we don't have to deal with snapped spark plugs in the holes, but be lying if I'd say that isn't a possibility. Oh man, those are in there. I tell you what, those are in there. Oh man. I definitely feel like I'm gonna snap something. Time to get this fairing off so we can easier access these two spark plugs and check the condition of them. do it slightly quicker than other things. This one does have a nut on the other side. Well, it's got a nut on either side. We can easier get to these spark plugs, easierishly get to these spark plugs. Let's blow them out with some air, see if they're stuck. I'm gonna be the first one to say here, these coils probably need to be replaced too, but they might work for us, just for the time being. We're gonna give it a couple turns, spray some coil down there. Maybe this one will come off easier, just like the other side. I was right. These are long threads, long threads. Or I'm just stripping this one out. The only way we're gonna really know the condition of these cylinders is sticking the camera down there, maybe doing some sort of leak down test. I feel like that came a little bit better. A little more rust treatment. Let's see the other side. Rather unfortunate news. Broke a spark plug on that side. There it is. That's unfortunate. It's just gonna make all this a whole lot harder. Smells like gas. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think this engine's good to rock. I think we're gonna be able to get it started, make some power out of it, have some fun with it. After, we get this spark plug that broke off out. And that's gonna be fun. So I gotta stay tuned for next time, and we'll see what kind of progress we can make.